Hello fellow gamers and geeks, and welcome back to another Valheim video. If this is your first time stopping by, click the tag at the top of the screen to see all the Valheim goodness you've been missing out on. This video is going to be some tips on how to hit the ground running and power through that early game content, so keep watching. Stay tuned till the end of the video to see more shenanigans with me and my buddies from the live stream. When you first arrive in the world, you're not given a lot of direction, and that bird sure isn't going to tell you what to do, but it'll help you learn how the world works. It's a very open-ended game that leaves so much room for personal discovery and preference. For some people, this is ideal, and they thrive in this sandbox environment. But for others, this directionless early game can leave you feeling either lost or overwhelmed. So I'm going to share some tips on how to help you find your own goals or to help you focus on the essentials without wasting too much time. To start out, you need a lot of resources, and in this game, they're everywhere. You need tools, food, gear, shelter, and night is coming quickly. Sadly, you don't start with a lot of inventory space, so how do you know what to pick up and what to come back for later? Where should you be going? What should you be doing? Well, let's break it down for you right now. Crafting. Starting out, you have nothing but a rag tunic and a torch to your character. You need to defend yourself while gathering resources, and this is not an ideal weapon. This is where crafting comes in, so let's take a look at the hierarchy of needs and resources to make your first tools. I'd recommend crafting in this order. A hammer costs 3 wood and 2 stone. The hammer allows you to build a workbench so you can access more crafting items. The first thing you're going to want to craft is a campfire. It takes 5 stone and 2 wood. Hit the X key and your character will sit down next to it. Sitting next to a campfire for a minute or two will grant you the rested bonus that affords you 2 things. 1, you will recover stamina faster. Stamina is required to do most tasks like jump, sprint, or hit things. So this is a huge help. 2, recover health faster. Your hit points is your lifeline. The more you have, the less deadly the world becomes. Next, you're going to want to craft your club. It costs 6 wood. Most of the early resources you need are just lying around on the ground. This means you could just pick them up. But as you do, boars, necks, and other creatures are going to attack you and make that process difficult. A club takes such few resources, which you can pick up very quickly, and immediately your damage is increased greatly. Last is your stone axe. It costs 5 wood and 4 stone. The stone axe will allow you to finally knock down trees, gaining wood much faster. Be careful though, as trees can be deadly if you're struck by them. I find the best way is to start knocking down trees at the top of a hill. This way you can kind of predict which way the tree is going to fall, and it has the added benefit of hitting other trees on its way down, saving you time as well as wear and tear on your axe. The domino effect is also really entertaining to watch from the safety of the top of a hill. Exploration. A large part of this game is exploration. Running around, clearing up your map so you can see what you're working with, finding important and crucial resources, and the location for the Forsaken, don't forget those guys. Once you land in the world, you should start moving, as your first goal should be finding shelter. In Valheim, you gain skills by actually doing things, so take every opportunity to jump, to sprint, to hit things with your weapon, and to sneak up on your prey. You're traveling anyway, you might as well do it quickly and start leveling up those skills. While you're on the move, you will see resources scattered about and literally everywhere. Later on in gameplay, I strongly recommend you pick up everything you find along the way, as everything in this game has a purpose and you don't always know what it is till later. But until you get to shelter and have some storage, You're working with limited inventory space, so ditch anything that says trophy other than your deer trophies. You'll get lots of them throughout your playtime, so don't stress about picking them up right now. As you find resources like berries and mushrooms, take a moment to hit your M key and mark them down on the map using the icons at the bottom of your map screen. Many resources will grow back or respawn in the same location every few game days, and you want to be able to find them again. If you're playing with friends, also take a moment to make yourself visible to other players by ticking the box that's also located at the bottom right of your map screen. This way, when you do find resources, you can alert your friends to mark it on their maps as well. You cannot share maps in this world, but you can let people know what you found. Once you have a full stack of berries or mushrooms, don't pick any more off the bushes, simply mark the location on your map and come back to it once you have some storage. Remember, your goal should be to find shelter first. This is not going to be your long-term base, nor do you have to build an epic structure right out of the gate. All you need is a simple place to call home that you can keep coming back to while you're exploring, gathering resources, and building up your starter gear, all in preparation of hitting that first boss. Food. Food can be the difference from surviving a hit or a killing blow. Eating an item will increase your hit points and your stamina. You can have up to 3 different foods in your belly at one time. They each give different bonuses, so as you get more food, you can prioritize what task you're doing and what food you want to eat. You also want to make sure you have at least 3 varieties on you at all times. The meadows will supply you with some great options, so here are some early game food items and where to find them. Raspberries. You can typically find 1 or 2 bushes near the spawn area where you first started, but generally they're along the edges of open fields and just as you're entering into wooded areas. If you see deer running around, odds are you found some berries. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are all over the meadows and the Black Forest. They are these red caps that you'll see hiding in the grass. If you see boars, odds are there are mushrooms or berries nearby. Honey. Honey can be found from beehives that can be found in abandoned buildings all throughout the meadows. Be careful entering these buildings as the bees will sting you and do a damage over time effect. That will hurt. The safest way to deal with bees, as well as the most resource efficient, is to build a workbench, equip your hammer, hit the middle mouse key, and tear down the structure. This will knock the beehive down to the ground while you are at a safe distance. You can pick up the queen bee, and once you've found that starter home, you can build yourself a beehive, and you now have a renewable resource that will passively supply you with a new food source. Meat. Boars and deer can be found mostly in wooded areas through the meadows as well as in the Black Forest. You will have the best of luck finding them around berry bushes and mushroom spawn points, so make sure to mark those on the map. Their meat can be cooked over a campfire and is a great source of early food. These creatures drop so much valuable resources, so always take the time to hunt these guys down and gather up everything they drop. Necktails. Necks spawn in rivers and along the coast in the meadows. They drop a tail that can be cooked over a campfire and act as a separate food to your meat source. This gives you 2 really good food options once you've built yourself a camp. Shelter. To minimize the amount of resources you expend, your first shelter should be a patch job of an existing building. Find one of these derelict structures, drop a workbench, and then equip your hammer. Click the repair tool, and then you can click on various items throughout the structure and repair it. Then right-click on your mouse to bring up your crafting options. Select the build items that match the already existing pieces of the structure, and fill in those gaps. This now gives you the ability to move your workbench indoors so you can repair your tools and upgrade your gear. Place a bed to set your spawn point, a campfire to give you comfort and sleep, and even a storage chest or 2, or 5, to keep your inventory light and ready to gather more resources. I'll do a video on storage solutions both for early game and end game very soon. To maximize your resources, pull up the floorboards in the hovel you found and use those materials to patch the building. You need a roof for shelter, walls so you're not exposed to the elements, but you do not need a floor. This is a bonus for when you have excess resources. Now that you have food, a basic shelter, and your starter tools, you are free to continue exploring, upgrade your gear, and mapping out where key resources are to find the perfect location for your first base. but that's a topic for another video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you found it useful, please hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments below. Don't agree with my priority list? Let me know what you would do. Want to see more of me or support the channel? Hit that subscribe button. Or you can come on out to the live stream and see me and my buddies get up to all kinds of shenanigans. And to see when I go live, go ahead and follow SilkenGamer on Twitter so you can see what I'm getting up to and when I'm going live. Till next time, my Viking friends, safe travels and happy adventuring.
What biomes are we looking at?
So we got the meadow, we got the black forest, we got the swamp, we got the plains, we got the mountains, we got the firelands, we got the northlands, we got the mistlands.
And the ocean.
And the ocean, yeah.
Okay, those last four I'm not familiar with.
Well, the ocean's over there.
I mean, obviously
The ocean's the wet place that you fell in earlier.
Goodbye!
Oh, damn.
Okay.
What's with the fucking flying wolves?
I saw that too. Here, real quick. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit, how many fucking wolves are you bringing with you?
One or two.
Oh, that's fair.
Go kill some.
Why do we need to kill some?
Why else would we take them out here?
To breed wolves in the wild? I have my reasons, man. I don't have to explain myself to you. And we're gonna have to spend a lot of time, like, making more wolves.
I don't have to. I did my job.
Did you, though?
Look! Wolves!
Oh, shit, ow! Oh, T!
You're the one that doubted me.
Alright, let's go. Everything's
Bitch, I could kill mine faster than you kill yours.
I bet you're right.
Get them, wolves!
Jeez! That's...
About to lose some wolves.
Yeah, we are.
So, guys.
Oh, we got one wolf left. Last
James,
wolf.
James pissed off the whole fucking camp.
Heck yeah.
Ow.
I love playing and dying with my friends, usually because they've killed me, but, you know.